All right, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about grading, and more specifically about this one card, the Ja Morant Silver Mosaic rookie card. And I'm flashing these two cards and want to show you that this one's a 10 and one is a 6, PSA 10, PSA 6. And I really wanted to give you folks the tip on where to find this really bad crease on the back of the Ja Morant card, just this card, and how to prevent getting a 6 when you think it's going to be a 9 or a 10. So let's dive into it. First, I'd like to show this is the 10. Looks really good, front and back. And in comparison, when you look at the 6 side by side, they're going to look very, very similar. And I know on the screen it's going to be difficult to see any blemishes, but obviously the grade one grade's a 10 and one is a 6, and like, why is that? Okay, so on the front there's nothing, but if we take the PSA 6 and we turn it around to the back side, you're gonna see that really on the real bottom part, right under the logo man, on the back of this Mosaic Silver, there is a crease right across the card on the bottom, and it's really, really, really hard to see. And I think that's apparent because when you look at the population report, if you go on to PSA and you check out how many 6s and 10s and 9s there are, you're gonna see that there's a bunch of us getting tricked, where there's only 28 10s as of today. Today is what, July 31st, 2020. And there's 6 8s, 2 7s, and 7 6s, which is really weird because normally if we see something bad, we're not going to grade it to try to get a 6. And I think we all kind of took it for granted because we also didn't put a minimum grade of a 9 or something. And for those of you who don't know what that is, when you grade a card, you can put in a minimum grade, say a 9, where if the card grades an 8 or lower, they will not grade it. They'll mail the card back to you, but they're going to keep the money, the fee to grade the card. Okay, so today's tip is when you're looking at all Mosaic cards, especially the Ja Silver, but literally all Mosaic cards this year, take the time to flip it on its back. And as you can see in the picture here, I hope you can see it, that if you shine the light a certain way and kind of, move the card with the light in a different hand and kind of look at it, I think you can see it. Look a little closer. See that? Isn't that horrible? And think about it this way, right? For some of us old guys, started collecting in the 80s. If there was a crease, if you could see that, if there's a crease going left to right across the card or whatever, right to left, then it would make sense that you would see that crease on the front of the card, but you don't. And so I'm thinking, oh, that's weird, like normally, like if I look at the front, there's no creases, there will be none in the back. But when I saw that, I couldn't help but think, oh, maybe they're, printing one side, and then as it sort of moves throughout the process, it gets bent, and then they put on the front part. I have no idea. That's my guess. The other thing to remember too is that the machine had, I think, creased it like that. So if you look at the PSA 10s really close, like I have 2 PSA 10s, and one of them, when I take the light to it, you can kind of see slightly where it's starting to turn or bend, but it didn't make a crease, so I got the 10. But anyway, that's today's tip for grading, is that when you're dealing with the Mosaic product this year, and there's a ton of product out there, I think whether it's a silver, a colored numbered card, or just a base, please take a look at the back, look at around the logo man, and it's right across the card. So having said that, cards are the best. See you next time.